everybody, Maria here. I hope you guys are doing great today. So I have a new journal. This is a vintage inspired journal. It's about 3 inches fat wide and about I think it's like 8.5 tall and 5.5 to 5 3/4 wide. And this is the spine here. It's got some lace tulle and some velvet and some ruler trim. Here's the back. Okay, the front has layers on it, if you can see here. Right here is where we want to look. It's got a bag, a vintage bag. It's got, there's corrugated chipboard in the middle of each one that's popping it up. And then you've got layers. You've got a typewriter, a butterfly, a beautiful woman. Okay, and then in the front here in the bag, we've got a couple of tags. Okay, and this one has this cute little dangle on it. And then this one is a little notebook, folio, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Then on the spine, on the opening, this is the closure. Okay. It's a cute little chain. It's just got the 2 clips, and all you have to do is take it off. If you want to, you can just clip it on there when you're using it, or you can take them both off. Okay. And I'll show you that a little bit better. So on this end, I have a paper bead that I made from some of the paper in this collection. And then I have this guy. Sorry about the lighting. I'm doing the best I can with that. We have a dangle. They're all kind of dangles, aren't they? And then, where's the last guy? The rocks. And then I left a little bit of chain here at the end, so if your book gets fatter, you can adjust and put the clip on that way. Okay, so let's get to the book. All right, so I mostly used papers from Line Dot Arrow. And this is a hidden spine, so you're not going to see the spine on the outside at all. And what I did is I sewed into canvas, and then I glued the whole thing into the outer shell. The shell is made of heavyweight chipboard, and then muslin, as you can see here, and it's tea dyed. And then the spine is reinforced on the inside with craft packing tape. So on this first page here, you can see I've got this handmade flower. We've got some vintage music sheet. We've got a pocket here made all of lace. Then we've got this pocket here with a tag. Okay, we'll come back to that. We've got stenciling. We've got this bag is the same as the one on the front, and then it just little writing spot. Okay, and on my brads, I like to smash them with a hammer and then distress them a little bit, especially when I'm doing vintage style books. Okay, we've got another pocket and another tag. This guy is a little fold over, and there's another beaded tassel, and this is inspired by Sasebo. And then you open this guy up. The paper clip does not want to come off. There we go. Okay, and then there's little pockets here if you want to put something there. And then more kit paper. This is part of an envelope. And here's a journaling card. And then this is on the base of this one's tea dyed paper. And here's the flip side of that. And you have another card with this little flip out. Okay. And then on the back of that, you can journal as well. And it's got a nice little silk flower on top. So this, I believe, is, I can't remember the name, but this is not Line Dot Arrow. It's like, I want to say Vibe of Vintage, but I'm not positive. Okay, and this is like a little bit of pockets. So in this pocket, I have this tag here. And there's a smaller inner pocket, and I just have some paper that I distress and inked because it was already getting chunky monkey. And then this is a double tag with a cute little embellishment. And then this tag comes out from the lace. There you go. And then I'll show you on another one if I have one. Okay. There we go. This is French vintage book page, tea-dyed paper. Okay. Another tag. So this stuff here, I was going to say, is it's those towels you can get. It's these, but they come much bigger from Target. And I just dyed them, and then I ripped them apart. Okay. Here's another page. This is tea-dyed. Here's an envelope. And then there's the back. And then inside there is paper and a little journaling card. Okay. Then we've got pockets on either side. Here's the other half of the bag. There we go, little lace tag. That's journaling, I'm sorry, authentic ledger, vintage ledger. Here we've got this guy, which he folds out. Oh, there's two in there, sorry. That folds out. That. Sorry if I'm off camera at all. And then we've got this little guy here. And then in the bag is this cute little one. Okay, it's got other papers in there. So you can take the papers off and put them somewhere else in the book, or you can just write on them and leave them in there. Okay, and here, this is a little accordion. Okay, so in this pocket is this guy with this. And there we go. And then the next pocket, we've got this. And then I think, let's see, how's that? Is that both in one pocket? And then in the back pocket, we've got this. Okay, and this lace I just put on the paper. That's the same lace as the spine, and I stapled it in the corner and glued it behind here. It's hard to know what's the best way. And it's this is so chunky, so it's hard to show you. The page is great. And my next one, I'm going to go much smaller because this is just too, you know, you want a good chunky one sometimes. Anyway, that's more ledger paper, and that one's turned into a pocket, and it's got that tag there. These tapes are also from Line Dot Arrow. She just came out with those. And then here's the second signature. Okay. Got that cute little charm there. This is, there we go, a paper clip. And there's little, you know, die cuts in there. And this is from a cutting file on Etsy. Okay, and then here's a pocket with a die cut, and here is a tag. I just put some lace in the middle here, and here's a paper clip. Okay, and then here's another tag. You can journal all over that. Okay, here's 3 separate pockets, and they just all have little journaling card or little tags in them for journaling. And then that folds out. And that has some stenciling, and then another one of these paper clips. Okay, there's a pocket there with some of this trim on it. Dictionary page, stenciling on tea-dyed paper, heavyweight tag. Okay, I purposely didn't decorate the envelopes this time in the bags on the outside too much because it was already thick. So this paper actually came with this envelope, so I didn't want to get rid of it. And then I added, in addition to that, I added this card. So you got 2 things to journal on in there. So I feel like this journal has just a ton of journaling space. So this just fits over the top. I got this in a swap, and I just thought it was fabulous to add here. And you can journal underneath it. Okay, and here's another little paper clip with a bead on it, a paper bead. And then this is inside there. And here we go. This has nothing in it, just so you know. This is just a vellum pocket right here, nothing in it. Okay, and then we're on to our third signature. Just got some washi up here. Got a pocket right here. And these don't come like this. I die cut and then I added plastic from things you get bags in. Okay. That's one of those time cards that I turned into a pocket. Okay. We've got this. I love this one. This is a little bag, and I just added an eyelet and a little dangle to it. Okay, and there's the front with some cute little lace. And did I put anything in these? I can't remember. I did, just some paper. Okay, here we go. Very fun. Love dangles like that. And then I've got another one of these cute fun flowers down here. And this has got this tag right. This is a slide. And it does have little eyelets in the corners. Then we've got this guy. And this has got a little pull out there. I want to put that on top. Then we've got this journaling card. I think this goes like this. Yep. And then we've got, oh, this is part of this. This is the tag, and this sits in there, and there's that. So that is how that goes. And I think, is there any more? Yeah, you could tuck it into the side there too if you want to put something there. Okay, and then we've got this pocket with a couple of tags. This is actually fabric right here. Okay, some music sheet. So this is another dangle. This one has, it's just a paper clip and then it's a little cluster, a little leaf, and just stuck it on there. And then here is what's in there. Okay. And then we've got, this is one of my favorite papers in the collection. Some more stenciling with some water droplets. All right, this is a 3 pocket. So each pocket has a little something in it and then a couple of tags. So you've got that tag. And then you've got this, which is another one of these. No dangle on that one though, because it was too, made it too tight in there. Okay. You've got a couple more tags here. This folds out, so what you do is you take off the paper clip. See that nice paper? I want to make more of those. And then you folds down. You can journal on both sides. Okay, and we've got some butterflies here. This is another one where you take it off and you can write on the inside. Also inspired by Sasebo. And then this guy here. Okay. And that's it, my friends. And this is going to go in my Etsy shop. But if you're interested, you can email me at mariasnookdesigns@yahoo.com. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.